on the Yeti page. I was like, I did not.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. So now we actually are connected again, and this time it's through the Thousand Islands. But I gotta add the details again.
I just had someone buy a hoodie from Connecticut.
It's a pretty sweet hoodie.
Yeah, they're nice. You wear yours yet, Paul?
I did. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They're
It's
comfy.
they are comfortable. They're comfortable.
Yeah.
There's no question.
All right. So now I'll actually
It's a
be on.
cheap Gildan.
Oh, excuse me.
All right. Whenever you guys
I'm
are.
more excited to see the game.
Yeah. When you guys are ready, we are ready.
Yeah, we're set, I'm sure.
All right.
I got my earbuds in. Look at that. I'm official.
See, I don't have any of that. I gotta do that.
I don't either. I just got them from my son.
I'm just going from right from the laptop. I'm hearing the sound.
I tried doing Utica Yeti live without Beecher. Yeah, it was a huge
I did watch
success.
it. I watched it.
Well, that's because I went YouTube live. I couldn't get on
Facebook,
the YouTube. They kept on wanting. They kept on wanting some sort of information. I had no clue what I was doing.
That's the trouble. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if I could just sit there and talk to myself.
I do that all day long, so that's the good thing.
So
I'm
it's
all
not
by
really.
myself all day. I don't know if it's a good thing, bad thing, but
Sometimes you got to.
yeah, it works out well. That's for sure. I got the Sabres game in front of me as well.
Oh,
Good
so
game.
you're thinking now.
It's not letting me tag.
Look at you.
Paul, what's your. It's Utica Yeti on Facebook, though? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I must have spelled something wrong. All right.
Technical difficulties.
It happens.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
Plus,
the fun part.
I haven't done one of these in a while, so here we go. All right. 3, 2, 1. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, on the Thousand Island Spirits Facebook page. Thank you very much, Mr. Jobson, for allowing us to do this. Why don't you go ahead and introduce us and what we're talking about?
Well, thank you for doing it. So we have Greg Beecher here from Bruce Watts Productions doing the things he does. And then you got Paul Mecker, the GM of Utica Yeti. And then you have me, Yahoo. We're just going to watch the event that we held last Sunday. Going to watch the game and I guess just chat, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We're going to watch it. We're going
Talk
to
about it.
see what's going on, and kind of everybody should have a chance to check her out. I'm pretty excited. It was a great game to watch, but the problem is most people don't think about it when you're filming stuff. You don't get to pay as much attention to it as you would think you do, I guess.
Right, and when you're playing, you're only paying attention to certain portions, really.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the other cool thing that I'm looking forward to watch. Just the little highlights that you showed there. It's a different angle than what I was looking at. So now I'm sitting here looking at the game from a different perspective of what I was watching. That's pretty cool. That's the other cool thing that
Oh, somebody else just got the Facebook up and running, I see.
Yeah, just because it wasn't coming on my computer, so I wanted to check it out.
Aha. All right, and let's get underway.
Number 4. High Hill.
Hi.
So the scoreboard is going to be a couple seconds off here, you'll see. But this way we've got a general idea. But yeah, that was a super exciting game.
Yeah, it was fun. I remember there was a lot of goals pretty early, and then it kind of slows down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's fast paced because there's quite a bit of guys with field experience, so they know how to run up and down at least.
Yeah, and there we have right off the bat. Is that Ty that got that first goal?
Yeah, Ty Hill from looks like Jake Rice, I think.
Yeah. We'll try to clip a replay here pretty soon on one of the next ones. I wasn't quite ready. I was still trying to make sure I had everything else up and fired up here, but we'll get
Hey,
back
Nate.
up to speed eventually.
Yeah.
Hey Nate, next time we do a fun thing like this, let's because we can do whatever we want. Let's take a little tweaking like they did. I thought it was pretty cool at that new professional league.
Oh,
I
the
won't say anything
PBLA?
other, but it can. I don't know if we can say it, but okay, yeah, the PBLA
Tweak the
with
rules.
the breakaways or not breakaway penalty shots.
Penalty
Yeah,
shot.
Just
that'd
to
be
tweak
fun.
it. Yeah, just to have
Yeah,
a
we
little
should do
something.
that.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know.
See, this is what I was saying. We had a couple seconds where the camera,
Oh yeah, I
we had
saw
some
that.
people going up and down the stairs and trying to move out
That
of the
was
way.
me trying to fix the clock.
Yeah, that I was not.
Yeah.
I can run a stream, but
Oh
it
yeah,
turns
the
out,
clock's all off right now.
yeah, you throw me up there with a scoreboard, and I'm not even close. But we,
Yeah, no, I come off the bench and run all the way over there. Something was bound to go wrong, right? It was the first time
oh
we've
yeah, yeah.
done any type of event there, and it's funny. We use the clock every Wednesday night, no issues.
Well, the problem was you
Then
put me in charge, and I tried to
yep,
add. I went to make sure I knew how to do the score, and then I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the
right.
score. So the sound guy there, what was the sound guy's name? He does a great job up there.
Yeah, so that's George Martin, and he's actually the DJ for the Watertown Wolves too.
I can see that.
Yeah, so we were at a town meeting because they're talking about, the facility, as you can tell, the playing surface is super nice. The boards are nice, the turf's nice, but it's old, right? So they're talking about doing some renovations in the town. So we were at a board meeting for that, and I met him after, and he kind of was like talking to me and said, "Hey, man, I DJ for these guys, and I'd love to do it and see some cool stuff happen in our town." And here we are. So he's been up there a couple of times testing the sound. We gave him some songs to play, and then I just told him, "Do your thing, buddy." And the players loved the music. They said he did a good job. So pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, no, I think he did a great job up there. I love
Yeah,
hearing the sound. There is something to music. It kind of stinks that we can't have the music playing here
I
because it
know,
it
right?
really does add to it. But that's maybe one of these days we'll get into doing like a Patreon or something. Then you can actually do it on your own, or if we just did unlisted streams. But then the problem is everybody can't watch it without you'd have to send the link out
Yeah,
to everybody.
yeah,
But yeah, we get the glitches worked out a little bit here, and then the cameras we get on a little bit better, and you'll be able to see the scoreboard too. So I think we're off by like 3 or 4 seconds when it came around, but
yeah.
yeah, this was. I mean, the brand new turf. How's it been playing up there on? Because this was brand new, bought just for this floor, correct?
Yeah, so they purchased it in the town last summer for indoor soccer because Alex Bay is a pretty big soccer community, and there's some men that wanted to play, and it's really great. They use it for their school for practice in the spring. If they're outside in the wet, they don't have to do that. They can come over and use a nice turf facility, be nice and dry. Also, they use it all day for gym class right now because they're renovating their gymnasium. So Alex Bay Central is in there pretty much all day until about 8 o'clock at night, usually Monday through Friday. And then Saturdays too, they're in there a lot. So
I find it hilarious. I didn't even know what indoor soccer was until after I went out to the Eddy, and then I saw the Utica team there and kind of started checking it out. I did not realize indoor soccer was as big as it was.
yeah, there used to be a team in Syracuse too, the Silver Knights.
Yeah, and
They moved to Utica.
I believe that was
Yeah.
a
They moved to
year's.
Utica. They love
Oh,
it
is
in
that the
Utica.
same
Yeah,
team?
it's the same. It was the same organization. Yeah, they
Oh,
moved out
cool.
to the Utica. They got a playoff game on Monday night.
I heard. I saw
Yeah,
it's all over Facebook.
Supposed to be. Yeah, I personally have never been to one, but
They're fun to watch.
yeah, they are. It's a lot better than watching field. That's for darn sure. There's a lot more action than field.
Everything inside's more fun, right?
Everything
that's true.
inside is consolidated and it's more fun.
You know?
Yeah, you can definitely got to agree
That
with
was-
you on that one.
That looked like it was Jason Webb that just scored that goal.
Might have been
I'm
Webb
pretty
on that
sure.
one, and that's I was
Was it
trying
him?
to get the volume to play through my headphones so I could hear it because he was one of the like 5 people that I knew up there. So I actually
Right.
was able to call him out a couple times. He had a great
Yeah.
game. And I've got the
Yeah.
replay buffer working, so now on the next goal we will have a replay on it. We'll get a chance to look at it again.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Throwing a little BTB.
Yeah. The Zoom, I think once you guys get somebody figured out in here who does this on the regular, I bet you they
Yeah.
will be able to kind of dial it in a little better than we did. So now we'll try to take a look at that
Little
replay here.
BTB.
Yeah, right over the top.
Oh, yeah, there you
TB.
go.
Yeah. The Zoom, I think
A
once
quick
you guys
stick
get
there.
somebody
That's
figured out
Webb
in here
right
who
there.
does this on the regular,
That's the
I bet
Webb
you they
one. I
will
think
be
the
able
last
to.
one might have been Versace.
Yeah, Chuck had he had a couple, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's looking good out there. He's looking pretty fast.
He dropped the
Yeah,
shoulder. There was
I was out there when he did that.
and still missed the
And
goal.
missed the net. That's what I said. I said I need you to put together one of those goals with
Oh, there's a nice one.
when you drop the plow.
Yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't a goal.
He put his shoulder down, and definitely, I knew it was coming. I was out there. I wasn't the one that took the blow, but I was out there watching it happen, and I was kind of trying to warn my guy, say, "Hey, watch out, man! He's gonna." And then it was too late.
Yeah.
Another great save. That goalie, good for you. That cat
Who
was.
was that
on
goalie?
fire.
He was playing phenomenal.
Yeah, his name's Jeremy Fink. He's yeah, he was real good, man. He's shifty. He moves a lot, right? He plays a different style than
Well, Mario-esque. He was reminding me a
very
little bit
much.
about Mario. Yeah.
Definitely more experience, but like, you know, he had like a purpose to what he was doing, I think, or maybe he didn't. I don't know. But he does a good
Everybody's
job,
got their
man.
own style.
He had
Yeah,
some
they all
people
got their own
confused.
style.
By the end of the game, people were confused. They didn't even know what to do.
He was making some wild saves. They were like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the game would have been a lot closer. You know, he probably had 6, 7 one-on-one saves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was impressive. He the way he plays too. I love that dynamic style where guys are kind of jumping out and that explosive makes it
Yeah.
fun and it really makes that back feed pass so interesting. There we go. We just buried another one.
There's one. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays a lot like Dallas Elliott, right? Like he wears the smaller
It
pads
really
and
makes
he's more
that
athletic.
back feed pass.
But
Yeah, you see beautiful
so
feet out front. 87.
interesting.
There we go. We just buried another one.
There's one. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays a lot like, can't tell who it is. Looks like 6 is. And then I think that's 26.
Yeah, 26 on.
I think that's Jared Ford. He's one of my guys that's trying out.
Now, what are you finding? So, are you having a lot of college age guys try out for you? You got a good mix of older guys, younger guys?
So I don't know yet because only a handful of people pay for tryouts in advance, which I'm sure Paul can attest to.
Yeah, here comes Irizarry. He was fun to watch.
A lot
That
of
kid can
guys just
fly.
show up at the time.
And
yeah, I think he stopped this one too, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is Fitch, you said his name was? He's playing amazing.
Yeah, he played really good. But a lot of these guys around here just there's never been a presence for box lacrosse here. This is the first time ever, really. I mean, there was a league a long time ago when I was like elementary school age. They used to play in Watertown at the ice arena in the summers.
Yeah.
But since then, there's been nothing. There's indoor at the YMCA, but that's not even close to box, and they don't even do that anymore because you can't really book time there. Oh, there's Chuck. I remember that one. Lost a stick.
Yeah.
Well, you got two 22s out there.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
one's the Eddie and one is Davey.
Oh, that's funny. The cross checks number 22.
Well, what year was it? I gotta get one
No,
every
I
year.
love
Every
it.
year's got it. Yes,
That's pretty cool.
Another big
someday,
save by the goalie there. Wow.
The kid was good. He
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
very
it
good.
was.
Irizarry looked like he's in pretty good shape out there. He was flying up the floor. You could definitely see there's some guys that have been playing a lot over the summer. The speed out there for some
Yeah.
of these guys. But I mean, who played for the Riverhawks there? They split the time up right between the two goalies.
Yeah, it was Chris.
Yeah, it was Jack Beck and Chris Brantico, right? Is that how you say that?
Rantico. Yeah,
Did
I
they
don't
go to the
pronounce
draft
last
too?
name Chris B because I'm horrible.
I know, me too. I'm bad at some names. But yeah, like Irizarry, I know played in. The team he just had just won a tournament. Yeah, I
Who's he
just missed
running
that.
with?
I just missed that completely.
That was you down there on that one.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh
me
yeah,
missing.
yeah.
That was me missing the goal.
You psyched me
Oh,
out
wow.
one time with one of the passes. I think I've got the camera, or no, Charity had the camera, and I think she went to follow it. And I was like, he didn't get rid of the ball, hon. And back she went to chase you. That is you've got that no look pass that you've set up very well, and it's tough for me even looking now. I should know better after filming you a few times, but I still
That's
fall
about
for
the
it.
only thing I can do.
But
Hopefully we can make this work too. That'd be nice.
yeah, I think I mean you've got a lot of talent up there. What I was really impressed with is the kids. A lot of times you get these kids at U Sports and they're just kind of there to hang out with each other. But I mean you see up in front there a little bit. You had 3 or 4 kids that just kept staying on the glass, and how many guys were watching it? They really they were into it. And that youth tournament, you had a pretty good showing for your introduction to box there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We had nearly 70 kids signed up. Actually, I think we ended up with around 70 signed up. I think a touch more than 50 ended up showing up. And yeah, it was pretty cool to see all the young kids out there, and I think they had a good time. You know, I talked to a lot of parents, and they enjoyed it very much. And you know, like again, we've never had this type of presence of this type of game. And once you see box lacrosse, I mean, we all get it, but once you see it and you experience it, it's a whole nother. So it's indescribable, really. It's just a fun, fast-paced, amazing game to watch, and the skill level is great. The hand-eye coordination guys have to have. It's just nothing beats it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw there he runs up and gives that beautiful no look pass. There you get one cross to the backside. He somehow gets the shot off, and the goalie gets all the way across. I
Yeah,
mean, growing up as a hockey guy, I still do like to watch hockey a little here and there, but I'll only watch it live. Whereas this, really for me, it's the cleanness that you get out of this, like the ball possession. It's not as sloppy. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I find it a lot cleaner to look, but the exhaustion out there, you don't get to glide at all.
no, not at all.
There you see,
No glide.
yeah, give and go there from the big fella. Cook look like he's healing up pretty good there. Big underhand shot.
Yeah, he's been doing good. He's been doing the right things for himself,
And there was a
getting in
goal right
good
there
shape.
for him.
Yeah,
Big
he's
underhand
ready.
shot.
He's excited. He's been
Yeah.
doing good. He's been get back out there. You know, I think we all doing the right things for himself. You know, it's funny.
And there was a
I
goal
mean,
right
6 months ago felt like forever ago, and now all of a sudden here we are, right? Like couple weeks away from tryouts, and you know, and then preseason is a month. You know,
Yeah.
so time just goes by so fast.
Look at we
We've
slowed
been
this
sitting
one
here
down
cooped
nice.
up.
Oh, look at that
Yeah,
fake. He gets the goalie to bite down on the side, and then
Yeah. Still goes to the near side.
yeah. Yeah.
Find that, like I told you, as far as find that photographer. I'm sure some exceptional photographers up there. Get as many pictures because you're
Yeah,
going to find
pictures are
out
great.
not only as a player, but as the manager and general manager and everything. You want to know what? You don't get
like I told
you
you,
don't see
as
those
far as
moments
find
because
that,
you're doing
photographer.
everything.
And
I'm sure some
make sure
exceptional
Murph has done an
photographers up there.
incredible job
get as many pictures because you're going to find out not only dreams. Yeah, not only that's what and that's the cool thing is these are forever. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
seriously.
I love it. And it's plays, like this, where you get to see these guys like flying up the floor, and they had no, that's just hustle, beats him out in the corner, and
Yeah, he
still,
drops the ball about 3 times here. That's Connor Vecchio. He's local, and he's wearing my helmet and my gloves.
yeah. And you see, he runs into Chuck there, who is he's a big boy.
Yeah.
But then a beautiful feed across, and Cookie just finishes it off.
Yep.
Sitting back doors. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we missed another one here because I was busy looking at that last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we missed one in that time. Here we go.
Yeah, there was a lot. Oh, it's the next period already.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even restart the timer.
That's okay.
Boom.
We'll just look at the clock next time it goes by.
Yeah, it's definitely different than running the live stream because I keep forgetting I can pause the video on the background. So I should have just paused it, ran the replay over the top, and then came back with it.
Yeah, no, you're all good. Oh, there we go. Was that Nikki? Yep, that was number 22.
Yeah, and
One
then
of the 22.
I believe I go to the scoreboard after a couple of the goals I did to look at, but
But yeah, so the teams were matched up relatively like even as far as experience goes. It was just a mix of guys.
Who's that big guy there? He was a big guy. You got
that's Jared
Morowski there. He was pretty.
Yeah,
he's a big boy still. He's got some up and down.
For sure. Yeah, that's Jared Flath right there. He's also from General Brown. But there's more in the tank for a lot of these guys,
Yeah.
And they haven't had a chance to do it, They just haven't had the opportunity. Piecing together numbers close, like slowly here. Yeah, the score is 5-0. There's about 13 left on the clock.
yeah, I was just counting down there, and then I just started it, so we'll be pretty close again. Yeah, this kid was fast at number 22, and he has got some really good vision. Like I enjoyed. He's one of those players you watch and you're like, okay, keep your eyes on this kid. That ball's going somewhere.
Yeah, he's slippery out there. I really enjoyed playing with him in Nashville for Bang City. And that was fun being part of that, winning their first championship.
Yeah.
Pretty good time.
Yeah, the cool part about these though is when it's a showcase style like this, you see guys willing to try some different things. You saw a lot of behind the back shots up there. Guys willing to do that.
You can take a risk, you can do stuff outside the comfort zone.
Yeah. Yeah, these are awesome. These are usually my favorites to watch. I wish I had a little bit better camera there than the cell phone because we would have had some pretty cool highlights of a couple of these guys.
Yeah. And the cool part too, so these refs that are here, it's one of our NABLL refs from last year, Carl Barber, and he brought 3 field guys that have never ever stepped foot in the box, and I have to tell you, they did a pretty good job. The game was pretty clean anyway. There was only a few penalties. I think there was only 2 actually called. They missed one hold, and I think it's in this period actually, where they miss a clear hold on the other end against the black team. So but they did good. The game was consistent.
Yeah, I was going to say, watching it from the fans' perspective, they had one where the other ref kept shouting to him. He's like, no, he starts with the ball down there. No, he starts. And other than that, though, I mean, yeah, I would not have known that those guys were all brand new. They did huge shout out to them. That was a pretty good job.
Yeah, they did a great job, and I talked to them after. They really enjoyed it. So,
we gotta get them helmets instead of they gotta get rid of the hat.
Yeah, he mentioned that to them, so they understand they're probably gonna have to get a helmet. You don't want to get smacked.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that
That's
ball's
for sure.
flying.
So
Yeah,
definitely.
they did a very good job for never being in there. They did a good job in asking questions. I was inside the penalty box helping them run the shot clock, and all of them were asking questions. Little things. Not that I know a whole hell of a lot because I'm still learning the game as that, but the general questions. It was
What a
and
pass over.
they had an understanding of it, so they did a good job. Let us play.
Oh yeah, and here you see one thing that the black team here. I was calling them. We were going bag square versus the Riverhawks. Lot of offensive rebounds, and he
Another good story.
stuffs him
That's
again.
another one.
He
Yeah.
he
Another one.
must have saved Irizarry probably 3 or 4 times on breakaways though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he stuffed a few people on breakaways. I'm telling you,
yeah.
it would have been a different game. If he didn't play so crazy.
Yeah,
I should
no.
have told him to let a couple in, let it be closer. No, it was a good
Yeah,
game.
what's up with that?
Dude, I know. Right? So what's funny is he almost didn't make it. I had 6 or 7 goalies interested in playing in this thing, and we ended up with 3.
It's funny how that works out. It's kind of like you're talking
Yeah,
about all the
yeah,
guys saying they're going to try out, but let's see. That was a nice feed
exactly.
out there to you. Beautiful to cook in the back, and yeah, that kid for the Riverhawks played pretty good himself. I mean, that there was a lot of good goaltending. There's a lot of talent
For sure.
out there on the floor. I was impressed with the amount of guys because it seemed like you had a very good turnout as far as what the Yeti only had. A handful of guys, and the Riverhawks had a handful of guys, so you were able to provide a lot of local talent.
Yeah, a
Hey,
lot of the
hold on a
guys.
second. Hey, I see a lot of Yeti out
Well,
there.
no,
There's a
I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a whole bunch of them. Look, they're in all they're the team in black.
the bag square you're talking. Yeah. Well,
That's
actually,
true. We were wearing the Yeti logo.
yes, that bag square, making the bag
I'm
square
just
proud.
joking.
Oh,
Bag Square representing up in the north.
yeah, it was. I was impressed, like I said, with the showing. I mean, and the kids loved the Tie Hill sticks from the vantage point of where we were looking through the net. It was cool to watch the face off with that because you could really pick out the ball versus what was happening, having that the golden
Yeah, I
twig.
was surprised he was facing off, honestly. I was surprised he jumped out there and did it.
He seemed to really want to do it. Like he was kind of
Yeah,
like just jump. Oh, what a shot that was right there. That was Versace too.
yeah, he kept jumping out there.
Yeah. Yeah. This one we don't need to slow down for Chuck, but that was it. Well, hang on. Let me pause the game here real
I tell you
quick
one
so I
thing, you
don't.
had
Yeah,
the
I was
great you
surprised
had a
he
great
jumped out
crowd there
there
as
and did
well.
it.
Having
He seemed to
the
really want
kids,
to do it. Like he
they
was
from
kind of
what I
like
could
just
see
jump. Oh,
from
what a
where I
shot
was
that was
standing,
right there. That was Versace
they
too.
loved it. They was loving the action. The adults were loving the action. It's a great sport. The North Country, you guys are gonna, no question, pack the house. You're gonna have shoulder to shoulder every game. Which is a great thing. That's what makes the
Well,
bond
the
in
nice
the tight team.
the nice thing about that barn too though is that barn is really well suited for that size crowd. Like it was just
Yeah,
perfect. There
yeah.
was enough room. The
Yeah,
concession stand had the good, and the prices on the pizza and everything were sweet for us. Like for usually you take your kids out to a game or whatever, and even if the tickets aren't that expensive, where like when you're going to these games, but for us to be able to really get everybody something to eat for $10, that surprised me. Props
yeah,
to
we're
the town.
trying to keep stuff affordable, right? Like you want people to come and you want to be able to afford stuff. And what's nice is, the corner pizza who we're working with and Davey Roberts, he owns several places, or I would like to say half of Alex Bay. Super nice guy that I teamed up with. He owns Skiff's, the bar we went to after 1864. Oh, there it is.
There's
There's
Chuck.
the Chuck,
I tell him
the
we needed
Chuck
to
shoulder,
at least hit the net after you level him like that.
especially from 7 yards. Come on, Chuck. You're better than that. But yeah, so Davey Roberts has done a great job. He's helping me out. So with him, I'm able to keep the costs down on stuff where we're not charging an arm and a leg. And even my tickets, they're not going to be a lot. I'm still trying to hone that in. What I'm trying to do, um, it's standing room only, in a lot of that, so I understand. And I think you see that corner where the warming room is.
See, there was the one you freaked her out right there, and she was looking the other way.
Oh, but yeah, there's that warming room in that little corner, and that's going to be the home bench over there. So I'm going to charge like a couple bucks to be in that area, kind of like an exclusive type area to be in.
Oh, cool! Like a party
yeah,
zone. Like
yeah, kind of. Yeah,
all-
you're closer to the players.
yeah, Albany does it, and that's my season tickets are down behind the net. I love.
Yeah.
There's nothing like seeing a goal where you get to see it play, and then all of a sudden you just see it like hit the
No.
net right in front of you. I do love that angle.
Yeah, seeing that'll be cool because we defend that end
What
to
a
start
play.
the games, and then when we finish second and fourth period, we'll be
Yeah,
scoring
Albany
at
does it,
that
and that's
end.
my season
So
tickets are down
I
behind
think
the
it's
net.
like a good premium.
I love.
seat.
There's nothing like seeing a goal.
Yeah,
where
I
you get
can
to see it
right
play,
there.
and then all of a sudden you just see it like hit the net right in front of you. I do love that angle. Here's
Yeah,
Ari with a
seeing
beautiful
that'll be
pass
cool
across,
'cause,
and then
we
he
defend
takes
that
it.
end to start.
That's just you could see he took it all the way across, and the goalie still almost freaking got him. That kid is fast. He got all the way over and started coming back.
Who was that that scored? What number was that?
That was.
You see it better. You probably see it a lot better on your screen than we do because it's like a little corner for us.
Yeah,
Of course, I could change that.
Well,
I
just
can
moved it
change
to the
my
other
view.
one. I could here. Let me pull the replay back on top of it again. Yeah, Albany does it, and that's my season tickets are down behind the net. I love.
Yeah.
There's nothing like seeing a goal where you get to see it play, and then all of a sudden you just see it like hit the
No.
net
Yeah,
right. 70.
yeah,
I do love that
it's
angle.
17. That's Brett
seeing
McGuire.
that'll be cool
he's a guy. We defend that end. South Jeff. So he's one of the guys that's trying out for us. And he's a lefty, so I knew they would need some more lefties on that team.
Nice. Well, there I just caught the tail end of that one too. That was fast. Seeing a goal where you get to see it play, and then show you the tail end of this goal. Hit the net right.
Oh yeah,
Immediately switch.
17.
Yeah, so here we go. You get to see him again.
We defend that
Faking the
end.
goalie out, fakes near side, goes far.
So
But
he's one of the.
you see Ty
guys
dipping
that
and
tie
ducking, and
for us.
yeah, that's a nice play. Yeah, definitely a lot of
That's
talent.
the courtesy. That's the courtesy of a friendly. That can say that's a friendly because I hope that if during the season he's on his keister, especially if he scores.
Yes, yeah, dipping and ducking like that through. You're expecting your
You come
defense
through the middle like that. You'll be hearing me bark.
Yeah. And that's what I mean about these showcases. That's why they're my favorite. You see Ty flying out there taking the face off like we were talking about, but that's why the showcases are my favorite because you don't see somebody like you said. It's different in a league game when you got your team, but we're here where everybody's trying to have fun. You're not, blasting people like that, and you see it. You see the talent level, the stuff some of these guys do with their sticks, and it gives some of these field players a chance to kind of get used to the physicality of it because that's a lot of contact.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What a cannon of a shot he's got.
Yeah, he shoots hard, man.
Uh-oh, Paul, you muted yourself. Oh, intentionally? he's on the phone.
He's on the phone. Okay, all right.
I forget that. They can't see him either, so only we can see you, Paul. That's all right. But yeah, I tell you guys, it was impressive. The facility up there, the turf, the way it came out, and the way the town showed up, and the kids all stayed for the game. I was a big fan.
Yeah, you just can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, I really wish it was closer because that's the biggest problem for me is it took us a little while to get up there.
Paul, you don't have to cover your mouth. We can't see you anyway. You're not on the screen.
You're not on the screen, Paul.
You're not on the stream. You're fine.
Yeah, only we can see you because I've got different monitors.
We can laugh about it. No one knows what we're laughing about.
I'm talking to Bob Leary as well. That's why he just tuned in, and I'm chatting with him. So I'm putting it on mute.
Yeah, I'll send Bob an invite here in a minute.
You want to hop on? Still got another half to watch.
Yeah. Now, your coach was there, right? Mike Benedict was there. Did I see him?
He was there at the beginning, yeah. So he did the clinic
with the kids, and then
yeah. So he did the older kids with the clinic, and Tyler and Alex did the younger kids. And I was just running around for an hour.
Yeah, it's It always impresses me when you guys play too, because there's a lot that goes into being the general manager. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
I
even.
needed to play. I wasn't gonna. I was hoping to have enough guys. Like I want, I always want to play. This is
Yeah,
the medicine is what it's about. But like, I just really wanted to make sure that we had a good event and people were enjoying themselves. And you know, but just because of numbers, I decided to jump in there and make sure I was playing. And I probably needed that.
yeah, it's yeah. There's nothing like playing. I'm hoping now, once I get all healed up here, hopefully my hip is gonna be healed. It's feeling way better already since the operation. Obviously, it's just
Yeah,
the that whole moving. You know, if it wasn't for that, I'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
fine. But yeah,
I think we call it here. I think we call the half if this is
I
really the last. Oh no, we face off. All
yeah,
right.
no, my clock, when I stopped it for the replays, I threw my timer off. So we probably got about
Oh,
another
okay.
40 seconds or so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. There he is.
And
But yeah, so
that's,
Mikey was there for a little bit of. I think he was there a little bit for the first, and then he had to get going because they had a thing they had to do later in the day.
yeah. Now, what have you guys experienced for your open floor nights? You guys having pretty good.
Yeah. So the very first week we did it, we had one goalie and about 15 runners, which honestly I was pretty cool with that. So we just kind of played half floor on the left side here. And then the next week we had 20 guys and two goalies um, that have never played goalie before. And then the next week we had 20 guys and two goalies. Um, and then last night we had 20 guys um, and a goalie that hasn't played box before, and then actually the shorter number 22 on my team jumped in the net.
Nice.
And we had 20 guys. And the thing about last night is we had about 10 guys that have never been before. So there was probably 10 or 15 guys that usually show up that didn't last night. So like this is it was a good sign. You're getting more people, right? So and I invite everybody to come and play. Like Wednesday nights for now, especially through April, it's fun. It's a run. We're not killing each other because not we understand not everyone has pads, right? So
Well, not
this
everyone has
game is a
pads,
little
and
rougher.
you got a lot of guys that are learning it, and
Right.
yeah, that's it.
So that's what we're trying to do is teach a little bit of kind of the subbing and the form and function of offense, and that you don't just try to do little offense defensive subbing.
Now, are your
Just to
coaches making it on the open floor nights at all?
They come sometimes, yep. So Mikey came up to the first one, and then he might have came to the second one. Then Travis came to one. Right now Travis isn't feeling well, so he's gonna be MIA for a few weeks. So,
But
praying for him. Hopefully he feels a little bit better.
yeah, but I mean, the reason I ask is because they've got quite the pedigree when it comes to box lacrosse, and that is one
Oh
thing
yeah.
that all of like you guys and Paul and everybody has had a huge advantage because the amount of talent that everybody in the area is exposed to is crazy. Like, give us a little breakdown, if you would, about Mike and Travis. And I know it's hard to keep it short because they have accomplished so much, but I
Well, I
mean,
can keep it short.
yeah,
It's because I mean, in two words or three words, they are legends, right? So like, Mikey, he was the first person, I contacted um, about it, and he was he was all in from the jump. And I mean, we just had to wait a day to make sure it was okay. You got to ask other people when you make these decisions. Uh, and he played 9 seasons in the NLL. He has championships playing. He has championships coaching. He coached I believe it was the U19 last year in the World Games for Haudenosaunee. Um, so he has a lot of experience. He's done a lot of youth stuff up there. Continues to be involved in Akwesasne and the youth, and part of what we're doing here is we want to develop a youth program and get the youth involved. And what a great guy to have helped me do that, right?
Yeah,
So
and that's what I
pretty
mean.
awesome.
And like so you've got like Ty and Alex who also come up and play on the open floor nights with you, I'm assuming. And the like Ty played for the Bombers there this year because he's
Yeah,
such a great player and he has always been that, and he's,
yep.
doing his 4 by hill lacrosse, which is awesome to see him with it. And now these younger guys that get to go up and try to learn the box game with you, there's such a advantage to the group of guys that you guys have.
Yeah, and I'm lucky because like those two guys, like Alex and Ty, are my best friends, right? So um
Go up and try to learn the box game
and
with you.
it's
There's
great that
such
they're
a
gonna
advantage
go
to
on
the
this
group of
venture with
guys that
me.
you guys have. Yeah, and
But yeah,
there's Ty
yeah,
scoring
and
right
I'm
there,
lucky
14
because
to
like
4.
so and having Alex's dad, and that's where he comes in. Um, I said, hey, you think your dad would want to coach? Um, he's like, I asked him. So I asked him, and he wanted to learn about it. I told him as much about it, and then as soon as he decided he was doing it, he's excited. It gives him a youthful exuberance. You could tell he's pumped about it. I don't know the last time he coached was. Um, you know, as a mentor like he is, you're always coaching, right? So he's excited to have a platform to be able to help young men learn the game that he loves and has given him so much. And he's in 8 lacrosse Hall of Fames, including the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame, which that is a
So
huge one to be a part of.
he might know what he's doing out there a little bit.
Right. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's a member on the board too,
Yeah.
for Canadian Lacrosse.
Now it surprised me. I saw you playing defense quite a bit out there. I've mainly watched you play offense with the Yeti, and you
Yeah.
you seem to be out there having a pretty good time. You were running the floor. As we just watched you, I missed. That is one thing with the audio. Is my favorite thing now is when you run by somebody. I gotta just for Paul, for Bob's sake, I gotta say, look at the speed. So every time you
Yeah.
were
The
blowing by
speed.
guys, I'm like, look at the speed, look at the speed.
Yeah. Yeah. He's fast. That guy.
I tell you though,
Super
it's not.
fast.
I tell people all the time, it's not so much if you're the fastest guy forever. It's if you know how to use your speed in this game because
Oh
setting
yeah. No
guys
shit.
up and knowing when to
That was a
have the
good one.
spurts, when to turn on the
Time
afterburners. It's not
afterburners.
so much if you're the
Right. Like right
fastest guy
here.
forever. It's if you know
See,
how to use
that's
your speed
Montana
in this game
Pierce.
because
Oh
setting
yeah, went
guys
up
up
north to
and knowing when to.
Akwesasne, and he turned on the burners and got by him on the low side there.
Yeah, that was a
But
beautiful
yeah,
diving in.
that's what I've been playing sports for a long time, and I wouldn't say my speed is amazing, but it's the timing. It's knowing when to actually accelerate, and with age comes experience, and I know when to turn it on. The little bit of juice I have.
Yeah. Now it was nice to see Leota out there. I guess he's going to lineman school, so unfortunately we won't, see quite as much of Pete as we had last year, I think. But
No, oh man, that would be a shame.
yeah, I think he's gonna be playing, but not. Oh, are you?
I hope
He's
so.
still playing. No, he's still playing.
He is
Good,
gonna.
good,
But
good.
yeah, he's still playing. He's won't be as obviously as many games as he'd like to, but he
Gotcha.
will be getting his games in needed to qualify for playoffs. Because
Now
everybody qualifies for playoffs. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, that is the beauty of it.
that's what I was talking
That's
about.
true.
That
Who
play right,
cares if we win a game?
that right there, though. Did you see
Everybody,
it?
exactly.
Alex
Yeah, every
actually.
dog has a.
Yes, with the speed running back down, and that's everybody likes to give Cookie a hard time for his speed, but I was impressed watching him chase that guy down. He was moving pretty fast there.
Yeah, he's losing a couple pounds, the big fella. He's drinking a lot of water. I could tell you. I've watched him.
That's a
He
huge thing.
carry, yeah, he carries a giant container with him, and he's drinking it. And you know, he might have made a deal with his dad. We'll see.
We'll see what comes out.
But yeah, no, he's excited. He's got a nice stick dyed up, really strong. He's trying that armor mesh out.
I love that
So
armor mesh.
it seems pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet. Mikey put one in a wooden stick, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot. It feels like a baggy traditional pocket with super consistency. Like
Oh,
you don't have to
oh,
mess with it.
they called that one. That's good.
Yeah. And that everybody there, that was the other thing too. You actually saw when he ran him over, he goes over and he's like, "I'm sorry." Yeah, it was such a those are my favorite. It's like the guy does something, runs somebody over, they go over, they're like, "Yeah, my bad. Okay, I'm going to go sit down for a minute."
Yeah, Anthony here, he's a good player, man.
Yeah.
And he puts a lot of time in to learn the game. I know he does his own thing down there. I think he's like from Middletown area, right?
Middletown, yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah,
Me and him
he does a lot down there trying to grow the game and teach kids. So,
plus
if you're down
he's
in that area, hit him
he-
up.
yeah, he's coaching youth now too. So I mean, to
Yeah.
be coach
Oh, I
oh,
blew this one. I blew that one. I go 5-hole for no reason. I got the whole side of the net, and I just say, I'll shoot it between his legs. It'll
I'm
work.
going to force it 5 hole anyways. I don't care
Yeah,
what he's
why
giving me.
not? It's 12-5. See what happens. But,
Yeah,
yeah,
Hey
and
man.
guys, I hate to say that I got my text. Mrs. Necker's looking for her ride home. I'm gonna have to take off, but
All right, buddy.
I appreciate you guys letting me come on and be a part of the history of Alexandria Bay, and we're looking forward to getting up there on the 23rd. It's gonna be an incredible weekend. I'm looking truly forward to the excitement in the arena because that's going to be something.
Yeah.
I love the whole community vibe that was in there, Nate. I'm wishing you incredible success, and I know it's going to happen just because of everything that's going on. So,
Yeah,
do me a
man.
favor. Keep rocking it up there. Get those youth rocking so that we can get some Yeti Spirit juniors gathered together and enjoying the festivities.
Yeah, that's the
Because
next
there's
step, man.
it's there. I seen it. We do apologize. We went to a local establishment. I won't say which one to grab a quick bite to eat, and it turned into, "Are you serious, lady? Give me my damn burger because now it's got to go."
That's funny. But yeah,
But
so
as
the
far as again, much success to you. I'm looking forward to
all right.
much more talking. We'll be chatting, and let me get out of here because I got to go to Utica and pick up my wife.
All
no, you're
right.
good, man.
See you, Paul.
Thanks, man. None of this
Later,
happens
fellas.
without you, buddy.
That's right.
Hey, it's because of you guys that we're doing it. Much love.
All right, see you, Paul. All right, so Paul's gone. I got us back up here, so we'll be good to go. Now I'm going to, you probably don't want to stare at two of yourself. Probably really don't want to stare at one of yourself, actually. I know how that.
That don't matter where you put me. You put me in the bottom corner or
Yep.
nowhere.
I'm going to duck us all right back out. We'll go back
There
to
you go.
watching and talking because this was some good box lacrosse. It was, I like it, and everybody calls it the medicine because that's really what it is. Everybody gets out there, and even us just getting to do the filming and stuff, be a part of it. Like my son ended up, he was running the scoreboard there. That's why he finally got it figured out and it was running correctly. And
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, and I told him I was like, that's one of those things, he likes doing stuff and it gets us out, and we've gotten to meet a lot of
Yeah.
cool people. But here's this power play, and now of the guys up there, are you expecting a good number of the guys that were up there to try out for the team?
Yeah, so I think the group that I had on the black squad, I'm pretty sure all of them intend to come try out.
What a shot by Irizarry right
Yeah,
there.
it is all right, man. He's good at that one.
Yeah.
He had one of those on the news too, that same spot. But I think they might have saved that. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure all those guys intend to try out. I'm not sure about one of them, number 14 there, Jake Rice. I don't know what he's doing. He just came with one of the other guys there, Quentin Roundpoint, who he finishes the game with a nice highlight. So Quentin does.
Yeah. Now, and
Q-tip, I guess, is what they call him.
I'm pretty excited to see how this Riverhawks team responds too, because by the end of last year, they were really starting to come
Oh, what
together.
a night and day, man! They were the most improved by far. I mean, we beat them 31-10 our first game. and then they beat us one game, right? So what an improvement. You teach, and that's the thing about, it's the same as what I'm doing. I'm really confident that if you can get a bunch of athletic field players with a decent stick skills, right, and you teach them how to play box lacrosse, I think they can really adapt, and that's why this push for American box is happening, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Hopefully, we can really help make it big up here. We have a perfect market for it. Good local talent. Oh, there's a nice snipe right there.
Yeah, it is.
He just stuck that corner. Brought to you by 4 by Hill.
Four by Hill.
Help make it big
Here
up
we
here.
go.
We have a perfect
Yeah,
market for it.
he's one of those
Good
guys like I
local
could just
talent.
watch
Oh,
him
there's a nice
play
snipe right there.
lacrosse
Yeah,
all the time. He's so silky, and it's just a he's
it's
one of those.
natural.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It just flows out of him. It doesn't.
Mhm.
Nothing looks forced. It's fun. That's my
Yeah,
favorite in that fast transition style that he is so because like everybody thinks that Ty is an offensive guy, and I did too until I saw him play a couple shifts of
no,
defense.
he can do it all, man. And as you can see, even this game, he's facing off too. I didn't even know he was doing that stuff.
Yeah,
He's just an all-around complete player, and I'm lucky to call him my friend. Here's a goal by Eric Rounds, I think, on this one. He stuck that. So that's the guy right there, Eric. Um, he's also one of the, as you can see, even this game, he's facing off too. I didn't even know he's the
Yeah.
one that found. He's just the guy that made the suggestion player, and I'm lucky
Really?
to call him my friend. So here's a goal by Eric Rounds, I think, on this post up. I can't remember if I had made the pickup group or if I just posted something on Facebook, but he piped up and said, "Hey, Alex Bay is turf," and I'm like, "Why?" You know what I mean? Why?
Yeah.
That's the other really cool thing about this is I don't know if Alex Bay realizes what this turf could bring to them in the summertime, and if they could keep it on longer,
Yeah.
what they could do.
And if soon you guys get like you and Paul were talking about the youth programs, and
Yeah.
that's really where it all starts. I think like we're starting
Mm-hmm.
to see some improvement, but I think in 5 to 10 years is where you're really going to start to see. Oh wait, the Americans are here for they're
I
legit.
really do. I think if we stay on it like we have been, I really think. See, there's another stop.
Yeah.
I just think that the potential's there. I think the skill's there. It's just learning subbing and proper staying on your side and having the discipline and just improving the stick skills. If anything, this is going to make us all better field players, right? Like right here, like that's an opportunity you usually don't go that far over, and that's just a little learning curve where if he stays on the left side, see, that was a great move right there.
Yeah, a little toe drag back end
Yeah.
and
He's a real good player. That's Luke Rogers. He's also a local guy. Went to General Brown. A lot of General Brown here. You're going to see a trend, that's where I went to high school. So I know part of that is because they're probably my biggest audience on Facebook, and part of that is because they've generated some very good lacrosse players along the years that still want to play and that are still local.
yeah. And what a move. Now
Yeah, that's Jake Rice right there.
that's what I was gonna say. You were just telling me about him.
Great player. I played with him a couple times in open runs. Part of that is because they generated some very good lacrosse players along the years. He's just a still very skilled player. Still local.
What a pickup by that guy down low. And I mean, that's where I think you're really going to see like you said, guys improving your field game is the quickness that things happen and everything's like a little bit tighter. The walls are just everything happens like a half a step quicker.
Yeah, it's just more reps and more reps and more reps, right? Like when you're playing field lacrosse, the ball goes out of bounds, then you got to wait, 20 seconds or 10 seconds or 15, however long, for someone to go out, get the ball, and then come back in. Then play starts. And don't get me wrong, I'm born and bred at field lacrosse, and it'll always have a special place in my heart. And I love playing field. Field to me now has become the fun. Like it's fun to go out and play field because I have so much space and so much room and so much time, and
Yeah.
and it's
I mean,
great.
plays like that right there, it's just tic tac toe, goalie slides
Yep,
over, the rebound gets picked up immediately, and while they're still kind of like, oh my goodness, we had some momentum there, and now you
right.
guys already have the ball going the other way.
Yep, and it's dead.
Yeah.
The momentum's over.
Yeah, the passing windows is something else I've picked up on when you're watching this. You see, like right there, I believe that was Alex in the back
Yep.
throwing that out front, and it's
hmm
guys knowing how tight of a window they can pass it in, and the confidence to
Yeah,
know,
and like that, like just running through people,
yeah,
just tucking and running and getting by everybody and still holding the ball. Like it's awesome.
yeah. He had Leota's number. At one point, I even said, Leota's finally going to get to redeem himself, and he didn't. He stuffed him again, but then he ended up did beating him on the last one. He came in from the near side, dove across the crease, I think. But yeah,
Yeah.
that kid, he's a good goalie, and he's is he going to be playing for the team this winter or this summer, or you don't know?
Well, yeah, he's definitely trying out, and I keep 3 goalies, and he's a very good one. So the odds are ever in his favor.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
he
and then
definitely had a good showing there. We got a
right,
nice highlight reel of him making some saves.
definitely, yeah. I know. I know he's probably watching or has tuned in. Like, look at this. Leo just doesn't. They don't know what to do.
No,
He's
the
got guys just frozen.
the frustration level on everybody down there, where you can
Yeah,
see like they get another breakaway and they're like, "What am I even going to try this time?"
right. This fourth period, especially, is where really the difference is seen. Besides the right now the score, like
There's
you can
Cookie with
really see
another
the
one.
difference. And I have another. I know another couple goalies that are
Breakaway and they're like,
coming
"What am I even going to
that are
try this
pretty
time?"
right. Pretty good. This fourth period,
Pretty good
especially,
goalies.
is where really the difference is seen.
Yeah, so
Besides the right
that
now
actually looks like
score,
it
like
hits him in the stick hard enough and just forces
it
it
might.
through.
Yeah, so that's the thing about box lacrosse too is it's kind of like hockey, right? Not every goal has to be pretty. It just has to go in.
No, that
And if
whole
you,
throwing it off the leg pads
yeah,
too, or like you said, throwing the ball towards the
yep.
net.
When in doubt, get it off the leg pad and maybe if you're not that accurate of a shooter and you can at least get it down in that area, it hits, get some spin, and just don't know what could happen.
There's Matthew Johnson's a guy. He runs one of the kids programs up here. He always
Oh,
said,
that smoke place, huh?
yeah, yeah, but like he said, he goes, who shoots the hardest ever? And I don't know what the guy's name was. He says his name. He's like, but you know who Lyle Thompson is, right? It's like, yeah, nobody's ever said Lyle's the hardest shooter, but his accuracy,
Yep. Oh,
wow.
that was a great play. Yeah, I remember this one. I was standing right there, and
It's
as I
like,
was
but
going to the
you know who
middle,
Lyle
you
Thompson
can
is,
see
right?
me
It's
go
like,
to the
yeah,
boards
nobody's
going,
ever said
wow.
Lyle's the hardest
Like I
shooter,
go
but
right to
his
the back to the
accuracy,
people watching. Oh, that
wow.
was a great play. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like you guys should see that. You guys, I hope you
that's
were paying
great.
attention.
I hope you're having fun. You're going to see a lot of this.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. Like, there's a strong hockey community up here. A lot of people go to watch the Watertown Wolves, and it is a fun time. And I think they barely made playoffs this year. Usually, honestly, they're a very good team. They've won, I think, the Commissioner's Cup, which is the championship in the Federation. I think it's Federation Hockey League. I don't know the exactly. They usually win it. They're very competitive. This is one of the first years they've been kind of down, but I think it's like a rebuilding. A lot of their guys went up, and that place is packed. Packed,
Yeah.
full. People. Like, those games are real fun to watch. A lot of stuff happening, and the way I've tried describing box lacrosse is like, okay, imagine hockey, right? It's 5-on-5, smaller goals, all right, and then let's pretend
Here's
there's
Erie
more goals and
buried
more
that one.
hits. There, he finally got one on him.
Yeah.
And
He
the way
needed to
I've
re-
tried describing, he's had a few on this is like, okay,
Yeah,
imagine
no, but the
hockey, right? It's five
breakaways
on
is
five,
he was doing surprise,
smaller
he
goals,
was doing
all
better
right,
on the
and then
breakaways
let's
than he was when
pretend,
he was here. I love watching guys jump into the glass. One of my favorite things is just how pumped up some of these guys get when they score.
yeah,
And that's especially the little kids. You see everybody just gets like that excited. Every muscle in your
yeah.
body clenches. But like you're talking about hockey, there's more goals usually in this. And that's where I
Oh,
get back
there's
to,
no usually. There's a lot more
yes,
goals.
is
Oh,
that
he scores on this one.
it's
Yeah,
cleaned
he
up so
scores on
well.
that one. He takes it to the rack. He wins the face-off and just goes and goes and goes. I was happy he got that one.
And that's where I get back
He was
to.
playing hard. He's a local guy
Yes.
too. Another
Is
general.
that
He scores on this one.
It's cleaned
Yeah,
up
he
so
scored
well.
on
Step inside too, made the defender
He
stay,
takes
and
it
then
to-
he just cuts
Yep.
down hard. Nice
Yep.
play.
Yeah, it's a great play. Fun to watch, man.
Yeah, and now
Fun
we
to
were
watch
talking.
these guys that have never played score.
Yeah. Now this is one thing is like you plan on having all of your games hopefully posted, but you're not going to do live streams because you'd like everybody to come watch them live and then kind of put it up afterwards so everybody can kind of.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen, and it's easier because we can try to make it cleaner, or do any edits, cut out stuff that you don't need to watch. So when you do go back to rewatch the game, you can just watch the game. You don't have to watch the minutes of standing and
Yeah.
halftime. It might be clean. Oh, geez, and I remember that play. He was diving over there.
Yeah. Swimming.
And Leota with the flop. And again, like, doing this is going to be bittersweet because last summer was a really awesome experience, and playing in Utica and playing for Paul and being part of that organization was a really good time for all of us that were involved. Leota with the flop, and leaving that is hard. But when you look at the big picture, like, doing this is going to be bittersweet. Growing the league, growing the game. Last summer was a really awesome. That part makes it all worth it. Playing in
Right,
Utica
and it's like
playing for
Paul always says too, like the guys playing and everybody out there is the reason for doing this. And you had 70 kids out there, so like when Paul shows up and gets to see 70 kids playing box lacrosse, that he hadn't. Oh, that's a big thing. Yeah. Oh,
but yeah, no, you're right. That's definitely, and that's the whole goal, right? And I hope that he gets some satisfaction and happiness from seeing that, because all this is because of him, man. If I didn't play for them last year, probably this wouldn't happen, And then, obviously all the other things that have happened in life this past year, that's a huge reason why I'm doing this. Guys like, my brother, who didn't have the opportunity to play box lacrosse growing up, and not really opportunity even as a young adult. And now his friends, guys that are a little older than him, guys that never had a chance to play, they have a chance to play now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you guys, it was definitely cool to see everybody up there. And that's what I was gonna say. There's
another Jake Rice highlight.
Yeah.
Guys that are a little older than him, little back guys that never had
General
a chance
Brown
to play.
Guy.
They have a chance. No, this is Jake Rice. This is he's from Upstate.
Oh, yeah, no, you guys, it was definitely cool to see everybody up there.
That's from Clinton. I know that one's from Montana. Pierce. The Jake Rice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really, all in all, this was it was an emotional day, I can tell you that too.
Oh yeah.
Like, when I'm in it, it was all good, but when it was all over, and I'm riding home, and it's like 6 o'clock. I got home right before 6. Rob Crone messaged me and said, "Hey, I can't. That special is going to be on tonight. I'm airing it tonight." And then seeing that, and then seeing it on the news, and getting all the text messages and the support and from the community, it's just been very surreal. It's really cool. It's humbling. It's exciting, and I can't believe we're almost there, man.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see the way that this league has already grown, and getting to be hooked up with you guys to get to watch so much of this and be invited up. I can't wait to see what's in store for it. I mean, I know once you see it, you know how it is. It's contagious. You gain some fans, and even more than that. So you had probably some people who were like, I don't know if this is for me, and now word of mouth will start traveling more and more. Guys will be like, no, it's just a good group of guys out there trying to have some fun.
Yeah, for sure. And then even parents, like, if you watch the game, yeah, it's a little aggressive. There's hits, but that's all part of it. Hockey's the same. It's an aggressive sport. Football's an aggressive sport. Regular lacrosse is relatively aggressive, right? This is just a mix of a few things, of basketball and hockey and lacrosse, all mixed up in one.
Yeah, see, I never played basketball. From everybody I've talked to though that did, seems to say that this is very basketball oriented as far as
Very
like
much
the
so.
the multiple offenses, like moving parts and pieces. It's not just like one screen set up. You'll have like right there, you just see it. You've got three different cutters going through
Yeah,
as somebody else is setting the pick. There's a lot happening.
yeah. The off-ball movement combined with the pick and rolls, and the offense is very much, and the defense is very much basketball oriented. Because you don't think about it. I mean, the goal's small, so if you're going down the side or behind, it's hard to score. But if you get to the middle, it's easier to score. Kind of like basketball, you get to the middle, that's what opens up everything.
Yeah, you increase your angle.
hmm And I wonder if this is his goal. I can't remember now.
We got about 4 minutes, about 4:15 left.
Oh no.
A total of tape, so the clock's probably pretty close to it because I
Oh
did
yeah, I
get some.
missed this one too. Yep,
Oh,
missed that
that
one.
that one, shoot, I gotta cut that. I'm hoping so that hits the butt end of his stick.
Does it really?
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
knew I was close.
That was a beautiful shot. It hit the butt end of his stick, and you could tell he was just as surprised. It looked like I'll get that one slowed down later if once I can get the other software up
Good.
and
Make me
running.
feel better about one of them.
Yeah, that was nice.
Make me feel better about one of them.
Yeah, well, I
Uh,
mean, like I said, you didn't at least some of these guys got stuffed on so many breakaways. You could just see the frustration. You weren't quite there. You weren't all alone that many times.
no, no, only two.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, it was,
now you guys, I noticed they've got the ladies championship for the high school. Is that there's a? Are you guys going to do anything with girls youth, or you guys just have a one youth program?
so I've reached out to some local women's lacrosse folks here, um, and just kind of mentioned, hey, I might consider getting into doing some women's box, and I think it's easier to start with adults than it would be to start with kids,
Yeah,
just to see if there's interest and see how it goes. Because what's great about women's box is that it's the same rules as men's. It's not like women's hockey where there's adjustments and different rules as far as contact. It's the same rules. So women can do the same thing as men. Women pad up the same way as men. Like
100%. I
it's
think the
awesome.
only issue with it is most of the boys or the men's will have equipment that's similar. I think the it's an
It's more
expensive
expensive. Yeah, you're right.
to and they see the kids down there in the corner. This is what I was loving is that like really most of these kids were sitting here the entire time watching it. So
Right. There's 2 minutes left right now.
yeah, and they're
This
still
is the
sitting
goal,
there.
too. I remember that one. That was a real nice goal. Because we were on the sideline and they were saying, "Oh, you got to get call 2-2 off," and then
They see
he
the kids
had a
down there
break
in
and
the
a
corner.
step,
This
and
is
we're
what
like,
I
"Oh, let's
was
see what
loving is
happens."
that like
And then
really
he
most of these
sticks it.
kids were sitting here
And
the entire
that's
time watching it.
right.
So
There's
you
2 minutes
know,
left there again, right
yeah,
there.
and they're
This
still
is the
sitting
goal.
there.
Fast. He doesn't stop. He's one. That was a real nice one goal. Speed, man.
Yeah. No, and
All out
that's
all the time.
and like you see Cookie just like stepping back and drawing his defender away there. And that's the kind of thing that comes from these kids
Yeah.
getting to play with guys like that where you get to see like, okay, wait, now he doesn't want to be in there for the screen. He's trying to draw the guy away, isolate him, give him some room.
Yep. Give him the space he needs. There are like little movements, just small stepping away or stepping left or stepping right, that makes a huge difference to the angles. And then cutting through and creating room for the secondary cutter. Those are all huge, and that all comes from experience.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what's my favorite though, is it was going right till the end. That guy,
Yeah.
I can't remember what that kid's name. That was it 26, I think was his
Those are all
number. He was
huge,
fun to
and
watch.
that all comes from experience. Yeah, I think there's a
Yeah.
26 and 29. I
Yeah,
think
this
they
is
both
what's
have
my
General
favorite
Brown
though, is it was
helmets.
going right till the end. That guy.
That'd be Jaron Peckham and Jared Ford. They both, again, those are two more of my guys. So you see, here's his moment right here. Quentin comes down, looks me off, and then sticks it. You see me over there all by myself?
Yeah.
I told him I was happy he didn't throw it to me because I probably would have blown it anyway.
Well, here we'll take another look at it.
My guy.
But
So
yeah,
see,
what a
this is
nice play.
here's
At
his
first I
moment
said
right here.
it's snow because I
Clinton
just seen the number
comes down,
6 big kid
gets
coming
me
down the
off,
floor.
and then sticks it.
You
Yeah,
see me
over there all by myself. He was pumped. He was pumped up after that one.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that does it.
yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the performance that you guys had up there. Here, I'll drag myself up here. Yeah, sorry, I can't even fit my green screen behind me to get the full deal. I got my ice
No, you're
pack on the
good.
hip.
You're good.
But yeah, actually, I don't know if I've even said it to anybody on any of the channels. I had well, I've been saying I had my labia fixed. It was torn. They had to sew my labia back together. It looks lovely now.
There you go.
But it's healing up nicely. I tell you, we got to go, and it was such a fun family outing for us to. We forced the kids to spend some time with us, shut their phones off for a little bit. Got to see the in-laws. I happen to love it up there. It was a trip down memory lane for me. I have some of the best memories of my life out there. Like I said, mainly at Bonnie Castle as opposed to where your rink was, but it was still close. And I asked the guy, I was like, "How close is it?" He goes, "Oh, you're less than 3 minutes away from where it used to be." And I was like, "Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought so." As I was pulling into town, it's a great area. I'm so excited to have gotten to meet you and to help with this because I think you're doing great things up there, and I can't wait to, like you said, get this season underway. Let's get rolling.
yeah, it's exciting, man. Um, I'm pretty pumped about it, and it just happens. It's coming up so quick, you know. It's crazy,
Yeah,
crazy how fast it's moving.
it definitely is. But all right, well, let's we've been doing this for quite a while now, I would imagine, because we
Yeah,
watched
I imagine so.
the entire game. So
Yeah.
I don't even remember how to see how long on there. We've been an hour and 10 minutes according to my streaming software,
Well,
but we
that's
were
not that
probably
bad.
no, we were probably only like 5 minutes. That's why I said I knew we didn't have a ton of fluff time with all the minutes ahead because I before I uploaded it, I scanned through and cut off most of that. So there
Yeah,
wasn't that. And yeah, no, it was good. I think, I can't wait the more you get recording up there, the better it's going to get. You'll get it dialed in and yeah. Great. Yeah, the amount of talent you have up there, I can't wait to see how this plays out. I don't think
yeah,
anybody is assured that they're winning the Upstate, trophy this year. The
yeah. I think it's going to be a good battle this year.
yes. Yes, it's
You
going to
know, with
be
the improvement of Oswego, Salt City is always good. Utica has a great team and great, their camaraderie and that's unmatched. So, hopefully we can create something that kind of combines all three and I'm going to rely on my coaching. I think my coaches are, selfishly,
yeah.
and, sometimes you got to be confident, right? I think my coaches are the best coaches there is.
Oh yeah, no,
So
I think you
hopefully they can
definitely
bring that.
you got a lot of things going for you. One of it being your coaches, one of it being your dedication to it and everything. You've got a lot of talent out there. You've got some great experience. And like you said, so what a lot of people don't know is that is actually a huge area for field. It's kind of a hidden gem. Everybody likes to think, Central New
Yeah,
York, and yes, you are central, but you're a little farther up. That Watertown,
yeah, we're
Carthage,
northern.
yeah. As soon as you see, I didn't realize when you said General Brown, and then once you said when I asked you how close it was to Carthage, I was like, oh, okay, I know where you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
The
Watertown, IHC, South Jeff, General Brown, Carthage, Indian River, Thousand Islands now locally. They have a team. They started in 2016. We've generated a lot of Division One talent, a lot of professionals, and everyone's heard of those brothers. What's their last name again?
yeah, the
Powell.
Powells, I think
Just kidding.
they
Just kidding.
might be known a little bit.
Right? Yeah. No. And I got the privilege, I guess we'll call it, to play against Mike my whole life. He's unbelievable athlete. He's definitely like they raised his number in the banners at the dome, and it's well deserved. He's to me, like I love watching his brothers play, but he'll always be the greatest to me.
Yeah.
He's the greatest player I've ever watched play.
All right, and now everybody who wants to follow you guys, social media is Facebook is probably, as we're doing this on Facebook now, we're
Yeah.
probably going to upload this to your YouTube, so we'll hopefully get that rolling here. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the Facebook Live went pretty well tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. The best thing to do is go on my website, and there's links right at the top to everything, to all our social stuff. So if you're on my website, all the links are at the top for TikTok, for YouTube, for Facebook, for everything, Instagram. The sign up for tryouts. Our tryouts guaranteed. I probably mentioned that too, right? Our tryouts are Sunday, April 16th. Unfortunately, it's the same weekend as that stick makers tournament they're doing for Alfie. But one cool thing we're doing is we're donating a jersey. I don't know if you saw that. I posted it on Facebook. It's got Alfie's number on it and his name. So we're going to donate that to the tournament for them to do. Maybe give it to him. That'd be cool. And then we might put a basket together or something to try to raffle off or whatever we can do to help. Because our tryouts are that Sunday, so we unfortunately can't put a team in because I don't have a team yet.
Yeah, yeah, you got to have a team before you can
You know,
take it anywhere.
yeah.
But all right, anything else you want to tell us before we sign off here?
No, man, I'm just excited, and I appreciate everyone that came to watch the game, and anybody that watched tonight. I appreciate that, and hopefully we can get a small taste of what it's like, because even that game is still relatively dumbed down a little bit
That
compared to what it's really like.
that was tame compared to a regular season game, yet alone a
Yeah,
playoff game. Yeah. Oh yeah,
the
they'll
intensity is not
wait.
there.
Yeah, it'll be the home opener will be an eye-opening experience for people who have never
Yeah,
seen a box game.
yeah, yeah, and we're opening up, so we're doing a home and away with Paper City, who's also a new team.
And they're
Um,
coming out of
but
Mass.
yeah, Holyoke, Massachusetts, and one of their players is Rob Cross, who went to Carthage. So I played against him. We graduated the same year. Um,
I might be
so
closer
it'll be fun.
to them than I am to you.
You 100% are closer to them than me. It's basically by Springfield.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah, you are definitely closer to Holyoke than you are to me. So our first game is there. So if you feel like coming to stream our first game, by all means, we can work something
you're
out.
gonna have to put them in touch with me because if I'm healed up
No,
and
we
we're
can't.
rolling,
It's the Battle of the Bards weekend.
yeah, so you know I'm out.
Yeah, I know. Just kidding,
Gotcha.
baby.
All right. Well, thank you very much for all
Buddy.
this, and we are it's been fun, and we'll definitely be
Yeah.
doing this again.
Thank you. Look forward to the next time.